Well, hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to do an overview for CAT, crypto arbitrage team. I just got into this yesterday. If you watched my video yesterday, I did mention it's been out for a couple of months, but really over the last 30 days is when it's really starting to gain some traction. Okay, it actually went pretty parabolic over the last 30 days. If you see here on Dune.com, where you can track all the numbers, you can see that even though it launched kind of on the back end of September, beginning of October. It kind of did its thing, went a little bit sideways, and really in November it started to take a little bit off. But really in December, as you can see right here, December from here to around here, it just really took off, and you can see the numbers just even off my video yesterday where I showed this. All the numbers are up, so there's momentum happening with CAT. Now, again, I'm not saying that it's risk free. As a matter of fact, I should probably tell you that I'm not a financial advisor, surprisingly enough, right? Never take anything on my videos as financial advice. If you're seeking financial advice, look for a licensed professional. I'm just a guy on YouTube showing you what I'm doing with my crypto to earn more crypto. But again, I'm not a financial professional by any means. So do your own research. If you are going to get in, make sure you can tolerate risk, number one. And number two, you only put in risk capital, okay, funds you can afford to lose. Also follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And with that said, let's go ahead and jump into this quick overview. As you can see here, the numbers are all up, even from my video just yesterday. It hasn't even been 24 hours yet, and yet all the figures are up. This platform, um, again, I would probably categorize this as higher on the risk scale. Anytime you can earn 2 to 5% per day, there's definitely going to be risk involved. Okay, I want to be very clear about that and very transparent. This is not a risk-free platform. So if you're going to get in, as I mentioned before, risk capital only. Now, not everybody makes 4% or 5%, right? I would imagine the bulk of people are probably going to be anywhere around the 2 or 3% range. But people that are putting in larger amounts, they're going to get 4% or 5%. The benefit for them, obviously, they're taking on more risk because they're putting in more into it. But the benefit for them is they can hit their break-even point faster. Imagine you're getting 5%. Um, how soon can you hit ROI? 20 days, right? 5% in 20 days, you'll have 100%. So in less than a month, you'll be in profit. Okay, you'll pull out your seed capital, and now you're playing with house money. You're in total profit. Even at 4%. I mean, think about that. Even at 4%, you would hit your ROI pretty quick. Even at 3%. Yesterday we talked about 3%. That's what I'm getting. I might scale up because I'm kind of contemplating it right now because I look at the numbers and I think I can for me I'm a risk taker, as you guys know if you're on my channel. I'm probably willing to risk that it'll run for 20 days or 30 days. So if I bump it up to that 4% mark and put more BNB in, I can hit my ROI faster. Okay, because ultimately my goal with this is to be risk free. Pull out my initial capital and just have this thing printing essentially free money every day, right? So anyway, that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. This is the PDF. I'm not going to go over every single page of this PDF because some of the pages are explaining what crypto is. They're explaining what arbitrage is. If you're on my channel, I'm going to assume that you already know what crypto is. You're a crypto enthusiast, and you probably already know what arbitrage is. So I'm going to maybe go through those pages a little bit faster, and then I'll kind of go a little bit longer and explain a little bit more on some of the pages that have the actual details of how this thing works. But this right here, this PDF, you can actually access it right from the website. You scroll down and there's a marketing tab or a marketing link. You click that, it'll open up a folder, and there's a bunch of stuff you can take a look at here. This overview PDF actually comes in, I think, 2 or 3 different languages. We'll go ahead and just cover this. I was gonna make this a little bit bigger, but we'll keep it, this size for now. If I have to zoom in or make the slide bigger, I'll go ahead and do that. But the name of the platform is Crypto Arbitrage Team, okay, or CAT. It's an arbitrage platform, obviously. Okay, they do arbitrage in the BRICS countries. The BRICS countries consist of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Why those countries? Because there's a lot of instability in those countries right now. If you just follow the news and look at what's going on in the world, you'll know that there's a lot of instability in those countries when compared to USD. So that volatility creates the opportunity to make big gains, okay? Because they're able to leverage that volatility to arbitrage and make big gains. That's how they can afford to pay us anywhere from 2 to 5%, because from what they've said, they're making anywhere from 5 to 10% per day. Okay. So again, if they're making 5 to 10%, they can turn around and pay us 2 to 5%. Okay. So we'll cover that here in a second. And I probably should have mentioned earlier, you do need a VPN. If you're in North America, you do need a VPN. A couple different options for you. Again, if you're already using a VPN, use the one that you like. There's some paid options. There's also some free options. If you want to download the Opera browser has a VPN built into it, a free VPN. You can also download Proton VPN. That's a free VPN. They do have paid versions of that, but the free one works perfectly fine. So there's a couple of free ones you can choose from. Obviously, if you want to, scale up and use a paid one, that's fine as well. But you do need to have a VPN if you're in North America. Okay. This does work also on the Binance Smart Chain. Okay, so you need to have BNB in your wallet. You would deposit BNB, and obviously you need to have BNB in your wallet to cover some gas fees. Now, why do they do everything in BNB, which I have no problem with, because I like platforms that operate on the Binance Smart Chain. It's very easy to use. But because they 73, I believe 73% of trades, or some figure like that, or 73% of the trades that they're doing are on BNB. So yeah, very easy for them to choose that. Okay, so this is just a little bit about crypto versus other financial plays. I'm not going to really cover this too much. I'm going to assume that you already know the value of crypto, that you're a crypto enthusiast if you're on my channel. Crypto arbitrage is what they do. Now just to get started with CAT, very super easy to start. I showed you yesterday in my video. I made a deposit. It took me like 10 seconds, super duper easy. The minimum you can put in is 0.1 BNB. Yearly, this is the yearly. I believe this is if you compound, okay? And again, it's very simple to use. Now you can leverage their bot to make gains for you. Very set it and forget it, very passive. Again, you simply make a deposit, and that's all you got to do. Okay. So this shows you how arbitrage works. I'm not going to go into this too much. I'm going to assume you already know how arbitrage works. Arbitrage is something that's been around for a long time. Okay. Says your crypto arbitrage is the most profitable market. Crypto arbitrage turnover in 2022 alone was $500 billion. Okay, that's a lot. So it says here, ride the crypto trend with CAT. Again, CAT stands for Crypto Arbitrage Team. It says here, in the beginning, we started with our personal budgets and worked for 15 hours a day. By increasing our skills as well as our budgets daily, we expanded and formed the strongest teams and reached a turnover of $20 million. Having worked on setting up arbitrage deals, connections, and our opportunities in BRICS countries, having understood all possibilities and features of our partner exchanges, we have learned to make from 8 to 10% daily. So that's based on what they're saying. That's what they're able to do with their trading. Okay. Again, I'm going to assume that's not fixed, but because there's a lot of volatility in these BRICS countries, I could see where they can make those type of gains. Okay. Says here, this gives us the ability to give more than 50% of our income to CAT clients and compete with any product in the financial market. Here's the math. Okay. Distribution of daily earnings. This is what they're making per day. So the distribution of daily earnings, 3% goes to the crypto arbitrage team, the people behind the platform. 2% goes to the bonus program or the referral program. And then 5% goes to the CAT community, the people that are completely passive. So that's how they have their breakdown. Okay. So it says here, how much can I earn with CAT? Now again, based on how much BNB you're putting in, that's going to determine what you get daily. So if you put in 0.1 BNB, you're going to get 2% a day. If you put in 2 BNB, right, 2 BNB all the way up to 29 BNB, you're going to get 3% per day. If you put in 30 BNB all the way up to 79 BNB, you're going to get 4% a day. If you put 80 BNB and above, it's 5% per day. Okay. Now they did mention that these numbers, they can change these numbers at some point, But as of right now, that's probably what, a good indication of what you can earn. I know for myself, I'm getting 3% per day. Okay. Um, so it says here, note that BNB can change its price. Rest assured, the growth is guaranteed. BNB is one of the most stable coins on the market. So again, they're pretty high on BNB. This just gives you an example of how much you can earn. If you're getting 3% and you're compounding every single day, this gives you an idea of what can happen over the next 90 days. Again, I'm not telling you that you should compound. That's your choice. If you want to compound, if you want to, pull out your initial capital and withdraw, put together a strategy that works best for you. Okay. This gives you an example. If you're getting 4% a day and you're compounding every single day, obviously it'll grow to a lot more. You can see right here. Again, it says this calculation assumes daily profit is being reinvested. Okay. And then they give you an example at 5%, right? If you're a big baller, you put in this example 96.77 BNB. But again, I think anything above 80 BNB, you're going to get 5%. Okay. If you're compounding every single day, pretty staggering, but that's no surprise because again, you're compounding 3% per day, and you're getting 5% a day. So it's pretty easy to see how you can, get to these these bigger numbers, which is why, there is a benefit to going a little bit heavier, but again, only put in what you can afford to lose. Okay. So this is your cat in 3 clicks. Really simple to get started. You open up the site. I'll leave a link down below. You connect your wallet, your MetaMask wallet, and you simply make your deposit. Okay. If you want to watch my video that I did yesterday where I did a live deposit, I show you live how to do it. It's super duper easy. There's not really a lot of moving parts to this, which I like because it's pretty straight forward. It's cut and dry. And I like platforms that are simple to use. Cat's development strategy 2022. Cat community brings in 50 million from the Chinese and South Korean and Indian markets. September 2023. This is what they want to do. Year to year. Cat community raises 500 million and establishes a foothold in all the BRICS regions. In 2024, cat and cat community total income will be more than 18 billion, which will be equivalent to 3.8% of the whole crypto arbitrage market. In September 2025, cat community attracts more than 5 billion, which will equate to roughly 182 billion total income. Again, this is, what is that, 2 years from now, right? So again, whether they can make this, I guess it's an unofficial roadmap, right? Whether they can make this unofficial roadmap come to fruition, we'll have to wait and see. So it's good that they're thinking down the road long term. But for me, I never get caught up in a year or 2 years down the road. I'm focused on what is going on right now and between now and when I can ROI, right? The next 33 days. If you're getting 3%, that's what I'm focused on. Then once we get past that point, we can start talking about what's going to happen in the next year, the next 2 years, et cetera, et cetera. But we have to hit that first hurdle first of breaking even and pulling our seed capital out. Okay. Says you become a part of CAT right now. Again, if you want to join, the time to join is at the beginning or when the contract is moving up or when there's momentum, right? That's when you want to get in. Should you get into this? I don't know. Only you can answer that, right? It's totally up to you whether you want to get in or not. Now, if you do want to get in, as always, DYOR, do your own research, do your own due diligence. As I've mentioned many times already, just in this video alone, make sure you're only putting in risk capital, guys. This is on the higher end of the scale when it comes to risk. Because again, anytime you're getting up to 5%, even 2% or 3%, right? But up to 5% daily, it's definitely going to be on the higher end of risk of things. Now, that being said, people that got in early, again, this has been running for 5 months. So people who got in 5 months ago or 4 months ago or even 3 months ago, imagine if they were getting, 4% or 5%. They're way, way, way in profit. They've broken even already and they're way in profit. So again, there is a benefit to getting in early or when the contract is going up and going heavy. But like I said, only put in what you can afford to lose. So that's it, guys. Pretty much just wanted to give you a quick overview of it. Yesterday I did an intro and gave you my thoughts on it, showed you some stats, and then made my deposit. This is an overview that'll kind of break it down a little bit even more. If you want to get in, like I said, I'll leave a link down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Make sure you follow me on Telegram and you subscribe to this channel. Peace.